Oh, man, I cut it off by mistake. Shoot. Okay, let's just flow. I love kids, though. I don't like when people hurt kids or do things to children. You want to sit there and be all full of drugs where you just sit there and just let anything happen to your child. Boy, I think that's a sorry excuse of parents. People out here want children, can't have children, and you got people that have children who's sorry like this person here. And if the father was there along with this situation, he's sorry too. But I don't know. Was he or he wasn't? Only he can speak. I don't know, mister, if he was or not. I got focus on the mother right now because that's the name I saw on the news. Okay, universe, you know all about it. You know all about it, universe. No amount of crocodile tears you cry, miss, is going to take the place of that baby's life. Because you meant to do it. Don't ever say you were sorry, miss, because you're not sorry. You meant to get a baby to that man. You sorry you in trouble. Say that. Don't say you're sorry that this happened to your baby because you're not. You need to tell your baby. Talk out of your mouth and tell your baby, I shouldn't have did what I did to you. I shouldn't have gave you to that monster. Because your baby is in the spirit, Miss Kristy, or whatever your name is. Speak out to your baby, miss, and tell your baby, I shouldn't have gave you to that monster. I shouldn't have gave you to him to do what he did to you. I'm so sorry. No, I don't like the sorry because you meant to give the baby over, so I shouldn't have did it. Just tell the baby, can the baby forgive you? How about leaving it that way because you meant to do it, so you can't say you're sorry because you meant every piece of it. First card, this man might have had a gun on you or on your baby. You don't even know. And it grossed you out. He may have had a gun on you, asking for his money, and you reached your baby over. Follow me. Bulletproof, that's a gun. Or maybe he had a gun at your baby at the spot where he had your baby at. You had a dormant behavior you was holding on to for a keepsake. And it says right here that the power to stay silent no more against somebody who don't look like you. So you opened your mouth about this man, Jeremy, because you knew where your child was with this man, Jeremy. You was outside with limited light, and he was also with your baby somewhere. Ask yourself why you stayed dealing with drugs, being on drugs. You forcing yourself to deal with the hurt that you gave your baby over to some sex offender, some drug addict, some drug dealer, or whatever's going on with this man. A book of lies. You was holding on to a book of lies. Things in your mind telling you year after year that everything is fine, is okay to do. No, it wasn't okay to do. Okay, you just going to spectate and challenge and just say, okay, well, maybe it won't be so bad. You checked the time and the date that was honorable and you did it. And you reached your baby over, miss. I don't have pity for you, miss. I don't play around when it comes down to children. You need to tell that man you want it out of this thing. Because it's all about money. Right? It's all about money. You gave your baby over for money, miss. It don't have to be this amount, but you gave your baby over for money. You was dealing with somebody of service that was serving you. Drugs. A drug dealer is a service person, follow me? But you was being deceived. He deceived you, miss. Because he wound up murdering your baby. Because you was calling too much. Because it's a work ethic. You needed to get a job, look for a job, or that just simply means he was a drug dealer. That means he's a working man, and you was calling too much, right? Trying to get what you try to get from him. And it says right here that for all eyes to see, you was going to announce you was getting married, or that you was gay, or anything as far as gay, right? Okay, it says right here programming what's going on, right? And that could be as far as anything with the court system, work, jobs, agencies, or whatever. Maybe you didn't have money, I don't know, programming agencies or whatever, where people don't own the earth. Maybe somebody you was dealing with business, whatever it is. It was entwined in gossip, whatever gossip it was. My lawyer said, no more blaming. Sorry, this is the wrong card. No more blaming things on money problems. You felt you wasn't going to blame things on money problems no more, so you made a deal with this man. Follow me? You was at some nearby place that's familiar to you or familiar to this man. Okay, you boo-hooing about things because you committed a senseless act, and this man did also. Follow me? It says you was looking for your money and your keys to serve you if you got a car or somebody else that's a female. It says he beat me so much. So this man beat you before, or he beat your daughter. Your daughter was holding on to Karen and all, trying to be nice to this person, or you was holding on. Follow me? So it says we dealing with a symbol, whatever kind of symbol, right? Maybe he wore or you wear. Follow me? Or a place. Follow me? They got a symbol. Child care industry was your path. I mean, I don't know why. It don't seem like you'll be good with kids, because look what you did. You ain't seem like you know how to take care of kids. Okay? You insulted the child's intelligence, but this man insulted yours. Because he knew what he was going to do with your child when you reached your baby over. Okay? You worked on it long enough. Or he worked on it long enough trying to get his money out of you, or whatever agreement y'all was going through. So you worked on something more than one day. Maybe trying to get money out this man, or whatever it was, or he was working on it hard enough, trying to do what he wanted to do and have his way with your baby for 2 days straight. Whatever was going on with this man. Right? Tension brewed between this man and your baby. He trying to do what he wanted to do to your baby. Tension brewing over there. And he worked on it long enough. That means the person don't want to work on it no more. Or is you in a situation, right? And you decided to make a deal with this man, or you decided to call a law to say your baby missing, or whatever that is, right? Tension brew. You got to enjoy the life that God continues to give you and be happy again in your life now. He looked at your baby as weak back because she is a child, but he also looked at you as weak back, and also her father if he was connected. But you need a change and chance it all, because if you was a drug addict, you was weak back. You was weak, right? You vulnerable. Follow me? Okay, someone is anxious here. Thoughts spinning in the mind of the baby, being anxious. Follow me? Thoughts spinning in the mind of you, probably once you got caught. Because it says right here that he was looking at what was ahead. He was looking at what was ahead because you was a wildcat, but he is looking to see if your baby was a wildcat too, because that's what he was planning on doing, whatever he's going to do to your baby. Something is extraordinary, right? You got an epiphany, or the baby was dying with this card, right? So it says right here we go again with it. He see it clear as possible, right? Or you saw it clear as possible. Maybe that you weren't going to pay him his money, you owed him money, or anything as far as whatever deal y'all was doing. So it says right here that little, Kamaria was around a network of people with idiot ways of thinking. You, the Mother Kristy, or Kristy, or whatever your name is, the father, if he was there, and this man, Jeremy, this sex offender, whoever he is, right? Okay, he said he put up with this crap long enough. How do you? Because he wanted his money or whatever's going on. Here we go again with it. He said clear as possible he wanted his money or whatever's going on. Or he was like this with the baby. He put up with this crap long enough. He worked on it long enough. And he wasn't going to keep working on it. Follow me? Anything like that? So it says right here that the baby was a beautiful dreamer. Yes, she was. Not you. The baby was. Okay? You don't deal with religion. You don't have a religion, anything as far as faith. But God says, do it even matter as far as what all happened to your baby, what he was going to do with your baby. Do it even matter to you? Okay, he tested you from a car. And it says right here that he murdered your baby, but you wanted to be like it was before. He murdered your baby. Because here he is right here. We know what his name is, so we got to put his name here. His name would be, because he a pill pusher. So his name is Jeremy, right? Forget this name, right? Later on in the summer, you was catering to this man, winter or whatever time it was you reached your baby over to this man. So we have right here, this the thesis. I also like to use it as a Bible, and also like to use it as any kind of paperwork with law, court, or whatever. Dealing with a bunch of paperwork, words, numbers, could be part of a license, door number, phone number, social, anything. Follow me? Birthday, could be part of anything. Court date, amount of money. You was dealing with the big boys. The big boys are number one, law enforcement, FBI, and drug dealers, the number one big boys, pastors, and it goes down the road, right? But you was dealing with the big boys. You was dealing with a drug dealer here. But also you was dealing with the big boys, the cops, once you got arrested. You was an antelope to both of them. So it says right here, you want it equal and fair because you was a part of the secret society. The secret society, for your storyline, would be you hooked in with this drug dealer man as far as trying to get drugs, whatever you was trying to do. Follow me? It was racial abuse and it was hyped up. Racial abuse, either he was one color and you was another, and maybe he said some kind of racial stuff to you. I don't know. Okay? It says right here, I'm ready for it. To love myself first. Now, you ready right now in your life to love yourself right now? Because back then you didn't. Whenever this took place, you ready for a healthy way of loving yourself? Okay, you wanted this man back then, this drug dealer guy, Jeremy, to bring an emotional love you needed because it was intense madness with this man at the time that you reached your daughter over to him because he wanted money or you wanted money or whatever was going on. You needed to deviate from the conquest, deal with that man at the time. So instead, you reached your baby over. Okay, it says right here. He insinuated something with sharp words. But he wanted something to be, he wanted you to be sincere. And he wanted to secure something. So you gave your baby over. So it says right here that I love her, but it won't be no romance. So this will be your baby right here. So this will be, let me change it around. You 24, you was 24 and up or 40, 42 and up, or this man. So we have right here that I love her, but it won't be no romance. It won't be no romance with you, so you reach your baby over to him so he can have romance with your baby. Follow me? So it says right here, fear took you there. And God want everybody to know who watching that fear took you there to reach your baby over for drugs, or the man had a gun on you with the number one card, bulletproof, and you gave your baby over. Anything like that. Hold on to that thought that fear took her there, this mother, to reach her baby over and trade her child. Now, the next one is, do you have burdens? You had burdens at the time, but God said if you was not happy with things in your life, you needed to do things and make things right. Get a job or whatever you needed to do. Because we got a man that wanted his cup filled, right? And we got this drug dealer man or your husband or your boyfriend or somebody wanted their cup filled. Time, money, or romance out of you. Right? So we have right here that you was jet setting and it was juicy. Right? Having a good old time. And this drug dealer was also with your baby. So it says right here, do you play ball with your life in the best ways? You wasn't playing ball with your life in the best ways because you was a drug addict, right? And you had to make the necessary changes, God says, right? And your last card is that you was trying to avoid him getting money out of you, right? But the thing is, I feel you didn't have money, right? If anything, I think you was trying to get money out of the man. Because, no, he was trying to get money out of you and you gave your daughter over whatever happened here. But also your daughter was trying to avoid this man taking her clothes off. So I'm going to leave it at this, that it started off with a gun. You had dormant behavior against somebody who don't look like you. And you opened your mouth and told the cops that you know who it was. You know who had your baby. But you made it seem like you didn't know. Because it was an honorable time and a date set. Look at this. To make this stuff happen. Look. A money deal. You need to tell me you want it out because this man deceived you. He is going to give you some kind of service. You was getting the service out of him, or you was going to give him service, however it's flowing. You was calling him over and over, trying to get what you was trying to get out of him. Okay? So either you was getting murdered, or you gay, or he gay, or getting murdered. I feel like people like that gay anyway. People who mess with kids, I feel like they're gay anyway, you ask me. I feel that way because what you messing with children for in the first place? Go get a woman. Okay, this is the bracelet one.